Good morning, all. Happy Monday. Whew. Yesterday was my only day off last week, and pushed it a little too hard. Trying to get everything done that I wanted to get done. I got myself a little tattoo. Phoenix. I've been wanting to get a phoenix. I surprise myself sometimes. I like to just prove points to myself that I can do it. You know, I don't need anybody, unfortunately. Not because I'm not grateful for the people I have in my life. I'm very grateful for the people I have in my life, but I also want to prove to myself that I'm capable of doing things on my own. I don't need people in my life to do something, to accomplish something, to feel something, to validate something. You know, and unfortunately, we live in a world that people support, but they'll only support you when they gain something from it, which you should. You know, support should be a 50-50 angle, 50-50 layer to that. But it should be genuine. It should be genuine, you know. So often enough, I feel as though sometimes with support, it comes with hidden agendas and hidden innuendos and illusions. And so it's one of those things. It's one of those things, you know, to each to their own. We live in a very unique world right now with the amount of things that are on TV, the amount of movies coming out, the amount of podcasts, just the amount of clickbait. It's just a very unique world right now, to say the least. I think everybody feels that within their soul. You can't run from that. It's pretty evident. It's pretty prevalent. And so it's just one of those things. I had a few things come to me. Popular loner versus unpopular loner. I am a popular loner. I like to hang out. Probably unpopular for a lot of people. If you ask them, I'm probably an unpopular loner. I find myself to be a popular loner. I have a pretty good time solo dolo. I do indeed. I crack myself up by the grace of God. And I don't ever feel alone. I really don't. I see signs and synchronicities, and so much of nature just moves along with me. I feel the presence of it, you know. I know that people chastise that as weird and whatever, and to each to their own. They're entitled to feel the way that they feel. There's a lot of entitlement flying around here. And it's one of those things. I think sometimes entitlement can take people down hairy roads, where they feel above people, or they feel entitled, where they have the ability to project certain things out into this world because they feel in their mind that they're entitled to do so. And so it's one of those things, you know, you got to find that healthy balance within you. I think entitlement can kind of wear on your energy. It can wear on your intentions if you wear it ugly, right? I think so, at least. But yeah, I'm definitely a loner. You know, I used to always, my entire life, move mountains for acceptance and be a part of the groups. And it was always an interesting case for me in my world, and friend groups, in my family. And just so I just learned in the last few years that it's just in my walk, it's in my destiny, it's in my blueprint to be a loner, and I'm okay with that. I actually feel more at peace being a loner than I do trying to be out in this world and fit in into a world that for some reason just doesn't want you in it. You know what I mean? You kind of pick up on those things intuitively. And you're like, okay, all right, heard. You don't want me around. Something about me fluffers you. I'll gracefully remove myself. How about that? You win. I don't want to be around anyways. I didn't like the way it made me feel. And you kind of look at that and things in that way, you know. The bulletproof glass around President Trump during his speech, that was an illusion in itself. So dramatic. These people are so dramatic sometimes, in reference to the presence of the show, and the drama that they want to create, you know. in reference to this. If you go back in all these shootings and all the oddness within the attempts, and you understand that there seems to be more to the story. And so, putting a bulletproof glass, to me, it just seemed like an approach of overly dramatizing certain scenarios. And that's kind of how these people run on. They're overly dramatic. And so you just give them space. Give them space. Don't buy into it. Do not buy into it by any means. That's all they want. Important to have people in your life that hold you accountable and elevate you. That's something I've been picking up on here in the last few months. It's really important to have people in your life that hold you accountable and want to see you do better and elevate you, not continually tell you things that you want to hear, but not tell you things you need to hear, to where you stay on this vicious circle, this vicious merry-go-round of toxic environments, toxic work environments, toxic relationships, toxic friendships, toxic family dynamics. You got to find your circle of people that want to help you and support you, but also elevate you. That was the biggest thing when I started picking up on certain things. I recognized that I had a lot of people in my life that just, they weren't wanting to see me elevate. They were enjoying seeing me stay on my little gerber wheel, constantly beating the grind and allowing all these exterior things to dictate which road I go down when both roads were unfavorable, and I take ownership in that because I was always looking for exterior validation. And I could tell that I was around people that, had a healthy appetite for entitlement. They just did, and teach to their own, I see that so evidently sometimes with some of these speeches on all spheres of the words that come out of people's mouths. I'm just like, my gosh, you need a bit of a humble pie. You really do, and so it's one of those things. I found myself in the last 24 or 48 hours really piecing together some certain things that really just make me feel uneasy, truthfully. And I'm just processing them, truthfully. And it's just going to take time, I'm in my healing venture. Again, I've made multiple videos. I don't think you ever stop healing, particularly when you find yourself living in a reality that's nearly fake and gay, right? And so it's one of those things. When you start waking up to things, you start picking up things. In some cases, your intuition and discernment may be right. In some cases, it may be wrong. And when you find yourself questioning that at that moment, for me personally, when I question things, I just release it. Like, okay, I know something. There's some dots connected there, but you know what? I don't know the full story. I don't know the full background. And I don't really have the desire to know it. If it comes with ulterior motives, hidden agendas, healthy entitlement, whatever the case might be, then that's all things on the opposing side in different ways. And maybe there's things within yourself that you need to go in and reflect, because I was like, okay, well, maybe there was points in my life where I was like, you know what, I could see where I came off a little entitled. I could see that. So, because you are who you surround yourself with. So if all these people were surrounded in my life, then there has to be things within myself, not to mention how broken I was, but different layers of characteristics that weren't very, very good, right? And so I see that in different ways, because I feel like in this world, there's so much conformity of like, this is normal and you should desire to be this way. And it's like, no, I don't desire to be that way. And if that's how you need to be to get ahead, I'm fine staying mediocre. I'm fine being me and feeling better about myself. I ain't stepping on people and doing crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff. the layers of all of it. But I love you guys. Have a great day.